Hello everybody, if you're new, my name is Lynnkatem. If you're not, welcome back. So today I am going to show you guys how, or not show you, I'm going to tell you guys tips on how to take care of your curls. Now these tips might be basic as, but the thing is that some of you guys like when I remind you, because sometimes you forget, or you're like, oh yeah, I used to do that and my hair used to be shinier and I stopped, so let me get back to it. So yeah, I'm just here to remind you guys and educate you. And again, I'm not a professional. I go off by my own experience. I let you guys know what I've experienced, what works for me, and then I tell you guys, and sometimes, most of the time, you guys do the tips that I give you and it works. So it makes me really happy. So I'm just going to continue to remind you guys on certain tips. So yeah, this video is going to be great because who doesn't want to take care of their curls? And even if you have straight hair or wavy hair or curly hair, you can use these tips, because if your hair is dry or you need like certain things, these tips will help you. And by the way, if you're like, why is your hair not dry and why do you have so much makeup on? It's because I'm going to an Oscars viewing party in a little bit and I'm going to diffuse my hair after this. It's still pretty wet, but since I applied gel, it's a little crunchy. It has a cast, but that's okay. It'll definitely go away when I diffuse and if I apply an oil. But yeah, so like this is a perfect time to diffuse, because I've been air drying I think for like 2 or 3 hours, and that's a really good tip that I have for not even to take care of your curls, but that's just something that works for me. I still get volume, I still I just love it. Just so the first tip is for people with damaged hair. So if you have damaged hair and you're like, why aren't my curls coming back, and you're still using heat and bleaching it, that's why your curls aren't coming back. That's why your hair is looking super dry, because you are just applying bad stuff to your hair. And I'm not saying that it's a sin to dye your hair and straighten your hair. No, not at all, because I straightened my hair a couple of weeks ago and my hair was fine. I dyed my hair last summer and it was fine. But the thing is that if your hair is really damaged, you need to stop doing that for a while until you get your healthy curls back, and then you can once in a while straighten your hair, highlight your hair. But you know, you have to do certain steps in order for your hair to still be nice and healthy. You can't just like straighten your hair out of nowhere, which actually that's what I did, but I took a risk. I knew my hair wasn't going to get damaged because of that, but that's another story. Anyways, so yeah, first tip is leave the heat and stop dyeing your hair for a while. So now the second tip is, if your hair is super dry and no products are working, it might be that you need to switch your products. So sometimes our hair gets used to the products that we've been using for a couple of months. So that happens with me a lot, especially with Diva Curl. I've used those products since 2013, so I have to take breaks because I might use like a gel consistently or most of the time, and then one day it like stops working and I'm like, what is going on? Why doesn't it work on my hair? Of course, like the weather can also be a factor on why it's not working, maybe because that product is not good for the weather. But if I like keep trying it and I see that my hair is still dry or it's not doing anything to my hair, I switch out the products with like another gel that I like, or just try different combinations and then come back to that product a couple months later, or even, no, I think like a couple months, like a month or two or even more. Sometimes I forget about that product and then I'll revisit it like 5 months later and I'm like, oh my goodness, I forgot I like this product. But yeah, so if you see that your products are not really doing anything to your hair, it might be that you're used to it and you need to maybe switch out the combination or just use new products. Also, I know a lot of people, and I started like this, don't use products that contain sulfate, silicone, and paraben. And if you're all, you know, about that and you don't like those ingredients, that's okay. You know, use products that don't contain those ingredients if you don't like it. But some people like silicone in their hair, and I know like silicone can be a little tricky because it's it creates an illusion that your hair is shiny, but it's not really shiny. It's just that it's like plastic on your hair, you know, it's making it look shiny. But I like using silicone based products sometimes I don't. So that's like a healthy balance that I have. Sometimes I use products that contain silicone and sometimes I don't. So it's not like I'm constantly, you know, putting silicone in my hair. And not all the products that I use in one wash and go or to style my hair have silicone in it. So, you know, so there's like a balance. So just keep in mind with that. And if you want to try products that contain silicone but you haven't used any in the last year or 2 or 3, go ahead, try it. It's not going to damage your hair right away. Like it's not going to damage your hair. And especially if your hair is already healthy, it's probably not going to damage your hair at all. But again, you know, do you boo, try different things. If you see that your hair looks nice with that product that has silicone or sulfate, then keep on using it. If you see that it's like drying your hair out, then don't keep on using it. Try different products too, because that product might just not be good for your hair. Okay, so the third tip is, always, if your hair is really dry, and us curly girls, we have dry hair, so if your hair is looking dry when you style it, or just dry in general, please try this, because a lot of people said this works, and it works for me, and it makes sense why it works. Use a leave-in conditioner when you're in use a leave-in conditioner when you're styling your hair. So some people go straight to creams or just apply a gel and a mousse, and honestly, like, those products are not really providing moisture. What you need if you have dry hair is moisture. So applying a leave-in conditioner will help a lot, because that's like a foundation, a base for your hair, and it will definitely add moisture. And also, after you apply a leave-in conditioner, apply a cream. I know a lot of people don't like creams because they can be a bit heavy, but find the right cream for you. You know, test things out, put a little more, put a little less sometimes. If you're putting a lot of leave-in conditioner, don't put a lot of cream. If you're putting a little bit of leave-in conditioner, then put a little bit more of a cream. But if, let's say, the back of your hair is drier than the front, then apply more cream in the back, or just apply cream in the back just to moisturize it more, and so it can be more shiny and bouncy. So that's what I recommend. Definitely a leave-in conditioner and a cream if you see that creams are like looking good on your hair and they're not weighing your hair down. So I don't know what tip I'm on, maybe the fourth tip, not sure, but it'll be up here somewhere. You should definitely deep condition 1 to 2 times a week. Twice a week may be a lot for some people, because their hair might be sensitive to moisture. Like, their hair might need moisture, but too much moisture might weigh their hair down and they don't like it. So just try 1 to 2 times a week. If you see that you're needing more and more moisture, then do it twice a week. I deep condition my hair twice a week. Sometimes I do miss one time, so I still deep condition at least once a week, but I really try twice a week because my hair needs it. My hair gets really dry sometimes, especially in these winter months in New York City. It be getting really dry. So yeah, I really try to deep condition 1 to 2 times a week, and sometimes I use maybe twice a month. I'll use a protein treatment, and the protein treatment that I use a lot is the DevaCurl Deep Sea Repair. It has protein, and now a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but some people are protein sensitive, because protein can weigh your hair down and can be too strong on your hair. So just, you know, look out for that. If you see that the mask that has protein that you're using is not doing anything to your hair and is weighing it down and it's not looking any better, then don't use that protein mask. Just use masks that are for moisture. Even if your hair is like 100% healthy, you should still condition, because deep condition, because curly hair usually always needs moisture. So, you know, to keep your hair healthy, just deep condition 1 or 2 times a week. So I know some people are gonna have questions on how I deep condition, how long I deep condition. I definitely have videos on my channel on how I do it, but just to let you guys know, I sometimes do it in the shower. So I'll wash my hair, and again, this is something that somebody is going to ask, is if I cleanse before I deep condition or if I cleanse after, and I honestly don't care. Sometimes I do both. Sometimes I cleanse my hair before deep conditioning, sometimes I cleanse after. It really doesn't matter to me. It still works great, so I don't really care. But what I do is I wet my hair in the shower, and then I apply the product and I detangle with it. That way I can make sure that every curl has the deep conditioner, has the mask, and it's like saturating in there, it's absorbing it. So I apply the mask on my wet hair, and then I start detangling it, and then I just put it up in a bun and, like, you know, clean myself, do shave, whatever I have to do, and that usually takes what, like 10-15 minutes. And then I just rinse it off, and then I just apply my styling products. I don't necessarily use another conditioner, like a regular conditioner, after I deep condition, just because there's no point. Like, I already detangled my hair. So yeah, and sometimes I also do it outside the shower. So I'll have like 4-day hair or 2-day hair, and I'll just wet it with a spray bottle. It doesn't have to be like soaking wet, but it has to be somewhat damp. Like, it has to be wet, and I'll just apply the product in sections and then detangle, and then just wait like 30 minutes and then rinse it off in the shower, and then go about my styling products. So you can do whatever you want, whatever you think is best, whatever you're comfortable with. Just try out like the different techniques. That way you can see if it's working or not. Next tip is you should only brush your hair detangle your hair when it's wet with conditioner. So not only wet, but it has to be with conditioner, because conditioner adds moisture to your hair and makes your hair smoother and easy to manage, especially when detangling. So if you are only detangling with just wet hair without any product, that's horrible. You're breaking your curls. That's just really bad for your hair. I know, like, sometimes us curly girls, we like to brush our hair for Instagram to make a video, but like that's once in a while. We don't do that all the time, so don't get it twisted. And you can do that if you want to, but I'm just saying, like, every time you shower, don't detangle without a deep conditioner. You have to do it with a conditioner, because the conditioner allows you to just detangle smoothly and it won't break your curls, because it's moisturizing it and it's smooth and it's like it has a nice slip. That's what slip means, because I know some people ask me what does slip mean, and slip means when your hair is soft and the comb, not that it's gonna be so easy to detangle your hair, but it's not like as hard. But yeah, you should definitely use a conditioner when you are detangling in the shower. Your hair has to be super wet. That's the only way you should do it, because please don't detangle your hair with a shampoo, because that will just break your hair. Shampoos are usually like some shampoos are gentle, but they're not gentle enough to detangle with. Actually, maybe I'm wrong, but still, like, I wouldn't do that. Sleeping on a satin pillowcase will be a life changer, because I put my aunt on. She loves sleeping on a satin pillowcase. It keeps her curls intact and not frizzy, and I've been sleeping on satin silk pillowcases for a while now, and it really does make a difference. It tames frizz, and it's good for your skin, and it keeps my curls intact. And a lot of people have been telling me, because I think I did a story on satin silk pillowcases a couple weeks ago, and a lot of people have been buying them and they say it's a life changer. So if you don't like second day hair, get a silk pillowcase and see if there's like a change. Another tip that I used to do like a year or two ago is I used to wash my hair consistently. So now I know there's going to be a lot of questions on how many times I wash my hair, but I don't have a set schedule. Sometimes I wash it 2 days in a row, sometimes I skip 3 days, or I'll go 3 days without washing it. So it really, like, I'm a little different. I don't have a schedule, but I remember when, like, 2 years ago, my hair was still healthy, and I used to wash my hair every other day or every 2 days, and a lot of people thought I was crazy for that, because they're like, oh my goodness, your hair is going to fall out. Like, how does your hair not fall out? You're going to damage your hair. That's not good. And to be honest, I don't even pay attention to those people, because at the same time, like, I know that it worked for my hair, so I saw that my hair wasn't falling out a lot. I mean, I still shed, like, we shed every day, I think 100 strands or so, so it's like normal. Especially when you detangle, it's normal to have like hair fall out, and if you're really concerned, speak to your doctor, because it can be something else, but it's normal to lose hair. But yeah, so people used to tell me I was like crazy or weird for washing my hair every day or every other day, but honestly, that's what worked for me. Doing that added so much moisture to my hair, because I kept conditioning, I kept using a leave-in conditioner, I kept using a cream, so my hair didn't have the chance to be dry. So it was like super bouncy, super healthy, super shiny. Oh my goodness, my hair was so shiny. It's still shiny now, but when I used to wash my hair consistently, it used to be so shiny and bouncy, and I think that's something that I want to get into again, because my hair just looks so moisturized. And not that I'm not trying to tell you guys that your hair has to look perfect and bouncy and shiny all the time, not at all, because I definitely stopped washing my hair consistently like that, because it's just too much work. My hair is longer now, and I don't like washing my hair anymore. I dread washing my hair, especially styling it and waiting for it to dry or diffusing. Like, I dread it, so that's why I make my hair last longer and I don't wash it. But I realized that when I used to wash my hair consistently, it used to be really shiny, and that's what I want to like do now. But it's okay to have frizzy hair. I'm all about frizz. I'm all about, you know, having bad hair days, especially like if you're not doing anything. Like, it's okay. Your hair doesn't have to be perfect all the time, but I just want to go back to that, because I really liked how my hair looked, and it was shiny, and it was, I believe it was a bit healthier. But I did highlight my hair, or it was definitely healthier. I did highlight my hair last summer, so that kind of damaged some of my curls. Like, some of my curls in the back are looser, like they're wavier, so, but that's heat damage, because my hair has always been dry in the back, but now it's looser. It used to be super like curly in the back, like everything was curly, but now, because I did highlight my hair and I didn't deep condition after highlighting my hair, it like messed up my curls in the back, but it's okay. Like, it's still bouncy, still good. I'm just being patient and waiting for them to come back and doing everything that I have to do for them to be, you know, healthy and curly again. But I feel like I went off topic. No, I didn't, but yeah. So if you see that your hair is really dry and you're not seeing any improvement, maybe wash your hair every other day or every 2 days if you have the time, if you're up for it. If not, still be patient. Your hair will get there. It will be healthy again. Just, you know. Oh, another tip, and I think this is the last tip because I don't think I have any more, but if I do have more, I will write them down and do another video, like a part 2 maybe. But I think those are like pretty basic and good tips that will help you with, you know, getting your curls back, taking care of your curls and whatnot. But what I used to do also like years ago, and I'm starting to do that now and I do see a difference, is when I used to style my hair in the shower, which I do sometimes as well. I know that's another question that people are going to ask me, if I style my hair in the shower or like outside the shower. So honestly, sometimes I do it in the shower. I'll apply just leave-in conditioner in the shower while my hair is wet. That way I can like go back and forth wetting my hair. And then sometimes I don't do that. I come out the shower and apply my leave-in conditioner right away after. But I mean, there's really, well, there is a difference because of what I'm about to say, but I'm trying to style my hair at least with a leave-in conditioner in the shower because of what I'm about to say. So what I do lately is I'll apply a leave-in conditioner in the shower with my hair wet. I do shower with like hot water. It's not boiling hot, but it's a little more than warm, and that's totally okay. It doesn't dry my hair out. It's fine. Some people say that it dries their hair out, so they have to kind of wash their hair with warmer water, but do you, boo. See what works for you. So what I do is I, you know, condition my hair, whatever, rinse it off, and then when it's time to apply a leave-in conditioner, I'll make sure that my hair is super wet. So I'll go back in the shower, wet it, and then I'll step aside and I'll apply my leave-in conditioner. What I usually do is I flip my hair upside down and I start applying. I don't section my hair off, but I'll put a little bit in my hand and then I'll apply to my section on the left, then the middle, then towards the right, and then the right, and then I'll flip my hair back, and then I'll apply the leave-in conditioner like this because I know that my back is super dry, so I try to focus more on there, and then I'll like tilt my head like this and apply a little more. So that's what I do in the shower with leave-in conditioner. But the trick is, and this works, well, it works for me and I know it works for a lot of people, when you are done applying the leave-in conditioner and you're about to, you know, leave the shower to apply the rest of your styling products, or maybe you don't apply anymore, but the trick is that you have to put the shower, your water, on cold. It doesn't have to be freezing cold. It's probably better if it's like freezing cold, but it doesn't have to be freezing cold, but it has to be cold. And what I do is I lean back a little bit, and for like 2 or 3 seconds I let the water run through my hair, but really quickly. You can't be there for like 10 seconds waiting for the water to just like go through your hair, because then the product will come out. But you just like quickly go in and then come out, and then I flip my hair over and then do the same thing for just like 1 second or 2 seconds. And then yeah, because the cold water seals in the moisture. The hot water, warm water, the steam, whatever from the shower helps open up your cuticles and allows more moisture to come in. But once you're done with all that and applying your leave-in conditioner, it's really good to seal it in with cold water, because that seals in the moisture, it locks it, and you're like ready. Your curls are shiny. So yeah, that's a really, really good tip that I suggest you guys doing it. I think another girl, I think I mentioned it on my stories maybe, or maybe I was talking to a friend, or I was DMing another curly girl, and I told them that's something that I do differently. That's, you know, it's a little different, but it's not a major like change in my routine. And they said that they used to do that and their hair used to be shinier, and then they started doing it again and it worked. Their hair is shinier now because they lock their moisture, their hair, with cold water. And that's what I've been doing lately, and I see a difference. So you guys know what to do now. Alright guys, so now I am going to read you guys other tips that people told me on my Instagram stories, because that way you guys can hear like, okay, all these other people are also doing the same thing. I want you guys to have more options, so I'm just going to read what other people's tips are. I learned about this not too long ago. Cold water to rinse to end hair wash routine. That's exactly what I was saying in my last tip. You're supposed to rinse your hair, like when you're done with applying products, with cold water when you're done. Conditioning is the key to having healthy hair. It is. I deep condition 1 to 2 times a week. It's a life changer. That is true. Deep conditioning my hair at least once a week. ACV rinses. Did I say that right? Rinses. Yeah, ACV rinses. I don't know what that is. I feel like that's what's that? Oh, it's apple cider vinegar. I do know what it is. I've never done that. A couple of people have said that's really good to do. I don't know how many times, maybe once a week. I don't know. I'll do my research. You guys do your research too. But I heard that's really good. Test new things, so I'm guessing like products. Finger coiling. I don't finger coil because it just doesn't work on me, and I really don't want to put my time into finger coiling, but that's a good technique to do if your hair is not like 100% healthy and you still have some shorter strands, or you just want to finger coil because you want to. Black castor oil on scalp and ends after I apply my deep conditioner. That's interesting. I've never heard about that one. But black castor oil, or yeah, castor oil in general, promotes hair growth, so that's probably what she means. Diffusing in cool settings or warm, maybe alternate. Heat causes dry hair and brittle hair, so yeah, don't diffuse on heat. Try to diffuse on cool, and then if you're in a hurry, alternate between warm and cool. Homemade hot oil treatment once a week and finger coiling with leave-in and Dad gel. Okay, so like the hot oil treatments, I don't know much about. I know that they do work or that people love them, but if you want to know more about them, do your research, because I don't know much about them. But when I do, and if I start doing hot oil treatments, I will let you guys know. Weekly deep conditioning and rice water rinses. What you should be getting out of this is you should be deep conditioning at least once a week, okay, for like 15-30 minutes at least. And rice water rinses, I don't know much about. I know a lot of people are doing that lately, and it's supposed to, I don't know what it's supposed to do actually, but again, if I do it, I'll let you guys know, but I don't know much about that topic. Alright guys, that is it. That is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you are liking my videos, because why not? If you're gonna come back, just subscribe. It'll really help me out a lot, and it will show me that you guys want me to create more videos. Also, like this, give it a thumbs up. I already said that, but comment any other videos you would want me to do. I have a whole list. I just have to start filming and yeah, crossing things off that I already did. But I hope this video was really helpful. I mean, it should be helpful because these tips really work for me and work for a lot of other people. So I really hope that this really helps you with your hair. And if it doesn't, let me know, or actually comment down below what tips work for you, or yeah, any tips that you do to take care of your hair. So okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and see you guys next time.